The Wild update. Everybody's favorite update. No? Is it not? Controversies aside, the update does bring a bunch of new items that you can start selling in your SMP shops, some of which are amazing and some of which are, well, kind of lackluster. So let's go through all of them and put them in a tier list and see which items are gonna get you the most diamonds. So as you can see, I have compiled everything that you can basically sell from the new 1.19 WoW update, and we got a bunch of new features. These are all new in the new update, and you can really realistically sell all of them. So let's actually go through them. We're starting with the first one, Froglights. You have three types of Froglights here. You got the yellow one, the green one, and the purple one. All of which looks amazing, incredible. These are like less awkward looking sea lanterns. I really like them. They are somewhat hard to get. I'm pretty sure someone is gonna make an insane farm for the Froglights, but to the general player, it's still quite hard to get. Because you have to feed frogs like lava blobs, but feeding frogs fireflies, yeah, that's a big no-no. But to put this, I'm gonna put this in obviously A. Alright, this is obviously A. I have put this in the very front because you're obviously here to know what's the best items to sell. And I mean, these Froglights are beautiful, beautiful things. You can pretty much charge like 2, 3, 4 diamonds per stack. Incredible, incredible. You have so much variety with the different colors, so easy A. For the next one, let's go with goat horns. These are weird. I mean, you can blow into them. I mean, it certainly looks weird. We've never seen this animation before, holding up to your mouth. I'm not too sure about it. I mean, it's kind of hard to get, but I mean, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think this is hard to get at all. You just set up a simple station. I'm gonna put it in C. There's no really use for it. It's really aesthetics. It does look cool, I will say that, but it's too easy to get and I don't think anyone's gonna buy it, so it's pretty average. I don't even know how much you would charge for a goat horn. Maybe like 2 diamonds per goat horn. Maybe that's even too expensive. It's really difficult to charge and I don't think you're gonna get a lot of customers for that. Next up on the list, we got the Swift Sneak enchantment. This is an awkward one. I mean, enchanted books always sell. Like, no matter what book it is, it always usually sells. So I'm not gonna put it in D or F. But it's definitely not as good as Froglights. It's a really awkward one. You just sneak faster. I would probably pick one up, but I probably wouldn't pay a good dollar for it. So I'm not gonna put it in C. It's not a goat horn level. It's not as bad as a goat horn. You can definitely sell it. So we're gonna pop it in B for now. I think that's a pretty suitable spot. The recovery compass. This is such an underrated feature that no one's really talking about. I think this is huge. All right, this is huge. It points to your death. It's really hard to make. You need to use it like echo shards, and that you can only get that in the ancient city. You can't even craft it. So I'm gonna put it in A. Honestly, I think those are gonna sell. I would totally buy like 4 or 5 of those because I'm definitely gonna lose some, and I definitely need it because you're gonna die a lot, and you can point to your death, which is absolutely amazing. So A, you can easily charge maybe like 3, 4, maybe even more, like 5, 6 diamonds. You can probably charge that. So I'll put it up there with the Froglights. Sculk Sensors. These things are incredible. I am not a redstone expert, but straight up into the A tier. I mean, you're not gonna put it any lower. People are gonna buy these. You can craft them, which is like a very unique thing because redstone components, like if you look at the redstone component part, pretty much everything is craftable. Like you can craft anything, but Sculk Sensors you can't. So it makes making these machines a lot more valuable. So definitely sell them. You can charge like 10 diamonds per Sculk Sensor. Maybe I'm exaggerating there, but easily an A. Sculk Shriekers. All right, this is an interesting one. You pop this down, and I believe you can call the warden with this. So if you make the sound like 3, yeah, there you go. You get that little effect. If you make it like 3, 4 times, the warden actually pops into this location. Interesting idea. I mean, it's cool to have the warden kind of pop up wherever you want. But let's be honest, these things like these Sculk Sensors and recovery compasses, you get these by exploring the ancient city, by actually beating the ancient city, not beating the warden. The warden doesn't drop anything. It's kind of just in the way of your exploration of the ancient city just to make it harder. So I don't believe anybody would want to call the warden, and it doesn't drop anything. So it's not A, obviously. Is it as good as an enchanted book? A Swift Sneak enchanted book? I would say no. I would probably put it in C. Alright, it's probably the same as a goat horn. I'm gonna put it in D. Alright, in context. Alright, listen. Before you get mad, in context of selling it, I'm gonna put it in D. Nobody's gonna buy it. You can't really use it to decorate because you can, if you put it in your house and if you walk like 4 times, the warden's gonna just pop into your house. So obviously you don't want that. Yeah, nobody's gonna buy it. Let's put it in D. Look at me being controversial. All right. Music disc. We got the new music disc. It's a Samuel Elgerberg. Here, let's have a listen to it together. All right, let's play this. What is going on? What is going on? This is horrible. I think that's horrible music. God, who would want to listen to that? You want to play that in your house? No. F. Am I being too harsh? No. This music, Okay, I'm being too harsh. Alright, you might want to collect it. The disc does look cool because you can see the little blue thing on the disc. Daffy Pops. Good decoration. Horrible music. So I'm going to put it in D. The most you can probably charge is like 2-3 diamonds, and that's even a question mark. Nobody's going to buy that, alright? Nobody's going to buy that. Just don't sell that thing. Moving on from the ear paint, let's go on to frogs or tadpoles. You can get them in like a bucket. And I accidentally placed it. Look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. You can get little frogs everywhere. I mean, to sell them, frogs are useful to get the Froglights, obviously. And to make like the Froglights farm, you need the frogs in the nether. So for going that purposes, I'm gonna put it in C. Alright, I would put it in B. But, I mean, how many people are gonna make the actual frog farm? Like, not 10,000. You'll probably have like 1 on your server. So I'm gonna put it in C. But there is a potential for it to go to B because you need a lot of frogs to make the frog farm. It's pretty easy to get though. It is pretty easy to get. You just go to a river and kind of put them in a bucket. But it is tedious, so you could do that and sell it. I would charge you like 1 bucket's like maybe like a diamond for 5 buckets. That could be reasonable. So we'll put it in C. It's a good item to sell, but you're not gonna be selling like tons of it. So I guess it's pretty average. Did I just kill the tadpole by removing the water? Oh, okay. That's not good. Let's ignore that. No tadpoles were harmed in the making of this video. Mangrove logs. Interesting. Logs always sell, right? Logs are amazing. Wood is one of the best things to sell. Probably the best thing to sell on your server. It looks really ugly. It's just like a cheap version of the nether log, but it is wood, and you do know that wood always sells. I'm gonna put it in A. I think it's gonna sell, but am I only putting it in A because it's wood? But have I not considered this mangrove wood? I'm gonna put it in B. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put it in B. Alright, it's not gonna sell as much. Like, people are gonna buy oak, spruce, and those other things a lot more than mangrove. It's like acacia, you know? Nobody likes acacia. Okay? Nobody cares about acacia. We all want the spruce, the oak, and maybe the dark oak from time to time. So this is the new acacia. It sucks. I think it's horrible. It looks horrible. So we're gonna put it in B, but just because it's wood, I'll be nice. Mud. Why am I even talking about this? Alright, look at this. Does that look like mud to you? It does sound like mud. I do like the sound of when you walk over it. But nobody's gonna buy this. You can make this with dirt and stuff. It needs to be so much more brown to look cooler. We're gonna put it in F. Don't sell. It's like selling dirt, but even dirt might be a lot more valuable. Just don't sell mud. It's disgusting. All right, just get it out of my inventory. Mud is disgusting. I hate that blocks. All right, next up we got the Allays. This is interesting. Where do I want to put the Allays or the Allays? Whatever. All right, I can't pronounce it. It's really hard to pronounce. But you can actually get these in pillager outposts, and they're really useful. They're really useful mobs. They're hard to transport, so I don't know how you're gonna do that. But let's pop it in. I'm gonna pop it in. Is C fair? Am I being too harsh by popping it in C? It's going in C. It's going in C. The people watching have trusted their diamonds in my hands. All right, I need to be harsh. I can't give people bad advice or bad item suggestions just because I'm being nice. No, the Allays, just put it in C. All right, if you want to do it, but prioritize these things first. All right, this is definitely going in C. I thought about the ranking a lot more than I needed to with the Allays. All right, let's move on. Lastly, we got the boats with chests. These are one of my favorite features. So much better than donkeys. You can actually transport items now, and over sea, you know, you can transport over sea. And donkeys are so slow. These are so much faster. These are awesome, but it's gonna go in F. Don't sell boats with chests. Like, how desperate are you to sell boats with chests? All it takes is a couple of pieces of wood. Like, 5 pieces of wood and you can make a boat with chest. So don't sell that. Come on, don't sell it. Don't cheap out people unless you want to charge like a block of mud. All right, I would trade a block of mud for a boat with chest, but I'm not even paying iron for that. I mean, let alone diamond. Who want to pay even iron for that? It's so easy to make. So don't sell that. But here we go. This is the final list. Do I want to do any last minute changes? No. All right, I think this is good. This is harsh. This is realistic. Definitely sell these three. These three are bangers. Really consider selling these. These are gonna help you out. These, depending on the circumstances, if you have time, go for it, but it might not be worth it. Definitely don't sell these 4 items. They are not worth your time. But that's the gist of today's video. Please do let me know in the comments which item you end up selling in your SMP shop ideas, and I want to know how many diamonds you got because I'm really curious. But do let me know of that, and also leave a like while you're down there. It really does help the video and the algorithm, and subscribe because if you want to see more videos like this, you probably need to subscribe. But I'll see every single one of you in the next video.